analysis to all the four.
All right, folks, so I'm riding along with Marshal Tim DeFoor, right?
Yeah, Tim DeFoor.
And DeFoor, no S, Tim DeFoor. Okay, gotcha. Sorry about that. And you might remember Tim was brought up this time last year when I put out that video about Tombstone's historic buildings, and Tim here was the guy who was nice enough to give us a whole tour of that facility, and that remains to this day. That's the second most viewed video on my channel. It's gotten over 90,000 views. So that one was a hit. But riding along with Tim today, and let me ask you, there's a couple questions that the viewers have asked. Why are you guys Tombstone Marshals and not like Tombstone Police? Is there a difference?
So there's not an actual difference. We are police officers for the city of Tombstone.
Okay.
Because it's a historical town, to keep the historical name, they kept the title Marshal.
Okay.
So there's only a few left in Arizona, and then throughout the United States, some of the local marshals actually are more like a constable. They don't have peace officer authority.
Opposite closing.
We're gonna go talk to this guy and see why they want to go so fast.
Ooh. Got something already.
There they go.
We'll get back to that in a minute. Right now. Well, that didn't take long, did it?
No.
Is this the car right here?
Yeah.
23 will be good. 721, go ahead.
It's gonna be out of Arizona. Adam David John 6197. Adam David John 6197. Yeah, Highway 80. Put it down as a rolling for now. I'll give you the final stop. Final stop is gonna be Randolph Way. It's gonna be a white Toyota Corolla.
1452.
Obviously, he didn't want to yield to just the lights. Stop your vehicle. Roll down the back window. Driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, please. Where you headed to today, boss? Alrighty. I don't know why he's acting so nervous. Very strange. There's people that are pinpoint, which he was looking at the sun, but even when he turned, he has a hat on that shades him, so
Yeah.
it's a questionable. And his behavior is super nervous. By the way, I ask everybody to roll down the back window. Because unfortunately, especially when it's sunny and most people have tinted windows, it's not safe for me to pass by the window
Right.
if I don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
So, license, oh, that's good. I'll check his insurance and maybe pull him out so I can just check his eyes and see if he's okay to drive.
All right. Turned out to be okay, huh?
Yeah, okay. Finally complied to get the test done. I mean, I had to restart it 3 times because he felt very nervous. The thing is that I told him is like, so in Arizona's kind of unique. So with the recorded conversation, as long as one party in the conversation knows it's being recorded, it's 100% legal. even if it's in their private home, as long as one person would know, which is me. I knew we were being
Right.
recorded. However, when you're in a public space, you have no expectation of privacy whatsoever.
Exactly.
So you can, you can be recorded, you can be photographed. That's just the law.
Yeah.
And he didn't really understand that. I explained the law, and then I explained to him that I could talk to you about it, but he doesn't agree with the TV show Cops. He doesn't agree with Lawn Patrol. He doesn't agree with Live PD. So he doesn't think that people should be subjected to being filmed when they break the law anyway. So that was already I figured if I'd ask him that about cops and everything else, then I would get the answer if it was just him or if it was everybody. And to him, it's everybody.
Yeah.
So the other things that we do, though, we get a lot of people that lock themselves out of their cars. A lot.
Really?
So we do vehicle lockouts, which is real fun when their purse and everything's in there, because we have to identify them just by who they say they are, their date of birth, and we can ask them some other questions that we can look up in the computer system, which is nice.
Yeah.
We've had lockouts from houses that we've gone in and we've picked the locks to their house and we're able to get them in. So we have people that have dead batteries. We'll go jump their battery. There's really no normal call. It's random things.
Yeah.
Like dogs barking, believe it or not, that is a call.
Yeah. Noise complaints, things like that.
Yeah. So we're trying to do that as much as humanly possible. Oh, what is he dragging? That's not good. Here's the problem with that. That's about as bad as a chain.
Yeah. Sparks.
Oh, it just lifted itself off the ground. Yeah, we'll go let them know. That's just a safety hazard. So, you can pull somebody over for safety hazard. I actually pulled over a Crown Vic with a wobbly tire.
Yeah.
And it's basically for the safety of the other motorist, not necessarily the one driving the car, but we'll go stop him and just get that fixed. Yeah, sparks. The level right now, it shouldn't start any fires whatsoever, but just as a safety precaution. Yeah, that truck's so big he doesn't even know he's dragging it. And probably the counter bed came out of the top, because the other one is.
Yeah, the other one looks to be in the right place.
He's got to find a safe spot for him to pull over. Probably go up by the firehouse just so he has that thing's kind of big. I don't even know what that back part would be for it. That's a wire truck.
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, we're pretty flat right here. Oh, I don't know what that little rubber thing was. I'll go get her to come out and
Yeah, it's like
pick
something
that
broke.
sucker back out. Yeah, it probably did.
Have you ever used the pit maneuver on?
No.
No.
So we And I'm not
You don't want to mess the car up, right?
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it because we don't have any extra cars.
Yeah.
But so I went to the police academy in Tucson. It's called SELETSI. So it's Southern Arizona Law Enforcement Training Center, which back in 2018 was for any law enforcement agency, and I still think they probably are for any law enforcement agency. That it's just a little bit more expensive nowadays. They, for their post academy for Tucson Police, they actually went over pit maneuvers, but I don't think they ever certified anybody on them. So the only people I believe to be certified are Arizona State Troopers. We use a lot of the spikes. So we have the Stinger spikes, which are kind of like an accordion that you pull out. I don't know if you've seen them, but I can show them to you.
The one that has the rope on it and they pull it out of the way when the cops come behind
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have other ones that are like almost like a triangle. Those are called stop sticks.
I've
they
seen those
also
too.
have spikes in them.
Yeah.
And you can link those together as well. I don't know what this vehicle's doing, but I think they're either parked at a stop sign, which is not legal, or they're sitting at the stop sign, which is blocking traffic. Let me go see where that vehicle's from. They could be waiting for the bus, but usually the bus comes over here. So let's go see what they're doing. And if they're scouting, that's a horrible place to scout.
Right?
Yeah, they're literally stopped in traffic. Well, they'll move now. Let's see. I had to get too close, so I can't even read it. P6A. I'm a little confused. But yeah, you can't be blocking a thoroughfare, which is what he's doing.
Right.
And it's weird that he's doing it at he's from Nogales. 721, copy traffic.
721, go ahead.
Yeah, well, there's on a Paul 6 Adam 0 Charles Young Adam, Paul 6 Adam 0 Charles Young Adam. We got Highway 80 and 82 intersection with a green color Suburban. So his boss called him and he didn't want to get in trouble for being on the phone, so he just moved over. And I said, well, you're still on the roadway. So I'm just gonna check his license real quick, and then if everything's good, we can get him out here. I'll tell him to go up to that little pull out right there. So he needs a new suspension. Because I mean, I looked in the back of his truck, in the back of his. I mean, it's literally full, but
It shouldn't be sagging like that.
it should not be sagging. So we'll head to this alarm call. Let's see, front and back living room motion. Usually I can shut down the siren at Camino San Rafael, but let's see how much traffic is on the road. Yeah, it looks good. With this sun, it's hard to see anything. I see the front doors open. I think they have an autistic child, if I remember correctly. No. Tombstone Marshal office. Oh, hey. How you doing? Good. Yep, and that's just what it was. Accidental activation. He said he saw it blinking, but he thought when he entered it, it would just go away. The problem is the alarm company, so this one was by ADT. They call really quick.
Yeah.
So I've been to multiple ones of those. So ADT and then Vivint. Vivint is another system that a lot of people have, and they call pretty quick too. So. How long ago did it hit mile 1 on Davis?
I just asked when I call it out.
Oh, okay.
It was 17:36, about 2 minutes down. And looked like it's black in color.
10-4. I don't know if that's when it actually hit or if it hit late. Because there was a black Challenger that went, yeah, this is in 2010. That one looked a little newer, I think. So, well, there's no PC for stop on it, so I'd have to find my own probable cause to stop it. It's just been known to have been used in smuggling.
Did he say it was coming this way?
Yeah, he said it hits Davis Road coming this way. There it is.
238.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'm 3 cars behind it. It's gonna be westbound 80, passing 5th Street right now. I'll let you know if I can get a stop or anything.
Tim, I'm at St. David at the curve for the departure.
Region 1 westbound for information 2371 northwest Valley. You're going to call your PR 1740.
145.
1746.
And that's what he was talking about, pulling it over by the checkpoint. It's a really good spot because it's they have to have one agent at that checkpoint in the building, and there's a real big open area there.
Yeah.
So it's safe to get like off the highway. Let's sneak over. Okay, so this cruising. Going across the line once. Not too bad though.
This guy in the Hyundai's like, oh man, he's gonna pull me over.
I know. This happens all the time, and they'll just stick to the exact speed limit because they're worried.
Well, I wouldn't. If you were behind me like this, I'm not speeding. So he's gonna think I'm taking off from him.
If I can get up and around here in a second. Got it. Highway 80. Just past 314 on a black Challenger. Alright. Let's see if he takes off. He's still got his foot on the brake. Oh, maybe not. That wind hit me right in the eye. I couldn't see hardly anything.
It's getting a little cold out there.
That wind is kicking right now. Though he was asking the reason why I got him out of the car. So Pennsylvania versus Mims, Supreme Court case that allows me to take him and any passengers out of the vehicle. But I did it for his safety and my safety. He does have a firearm underneath his seat, which is his legal right to have. However, to keep us both safe, if he's out of the vehicle, there's no way he can touch it. There's no way that I have to respond with anything. So that's what's going on right now. Just got to run his, and he's got a 2-port name. So that's a problem with DMV is they have it listed on his driver's license, but when they import it in and I go to check him, it doesn't automatically pull up both of his last names. So sometimes I have to type it in. And then I asked the other passengers for their ID. One of them didn't speak English, but he wanted to know why I wanted it. I just told him to identify him. The back one just handed it to me, no problem. So let's see. I might have to run him a different way.
New state return.
Oh, there he goes. Like I said, the backseat passenger didn't care. He gave it right up. The front seat guy was saying something in Spanish, so I just told him to give it to me anyway, because I have no idea what he's saying. I never asked their citizenship unless for some reason they make it very well known that they're here illegally. I'm not an immigration officer, so I don't ask that question. 99% of the time I'm not going to ask them. If I find 3 people in the trunk, it proves that they're probably here illegally, and then I will ask them for some sort of ID just to identify them. But operating somebody in your trunk is legally endangerment, so I am then investigating a crime. Right now, he's good to go. He's got no wants, warrants. Nobody in the car has wants, warrants. Everybody's good. So I'm gonna get him out of here. It doesn't look like anybody else is in the vehicle, unless he's very much upgraded his suspension. So.
I copy 24600.
Well, it didn't sound like he wanted to pop the trunk for me, but Border Patrol asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, I got speakers in here," which is all he had in there. Speakers and an amp. So, he did fail to maintain his lane, which is ARS 729.1. You have to maintain your lane while driving. It also covers if you made like an unsafe lane change. But he did admit after I talked to him. He admitted to previously being arrested for smuggling by Border Patrol. He stated he learned his lesson. Since it was his first offense, he was charged by Border Patrol, so it'll show as a charge. He wasn't convicted. They decided to drop the case, it sounds like. That's just per his statement, which is probably exactly what happened. Border Patrol, their prosecutors are so busy that, and they share a court system with Border Patrol, FBI, DEA up in that area in Tucson. So if they don't have any priors, or it's not something that's heinous enough to where somebody got hurt, injured, or something in the process of it, they usually will deny prosecution. So, but I did remind him that if he gets caught by city, state, whatever in Arizona, we will prosecute. So don't do it. He said he already learned his lesson. He won't be doing that. So I hope so. I really do.
All right, everybody. Well, that was a look at our very first episode of On Patrol with the Tombstone Marshals. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. I also want to thank Staff Sergeant Tim DeFoor and everyone at the Tombstone Marshals office for being so cool about letting me come along and film the events of that afternoon. We do have plans for more episodes in the future. But that's about it for now, everybody. So until next time, until the next video, see you down the road.